So will XRP pump? Will it go up in December? It's a good question, right? We are coming out of a pretty horrific November. We had a lot of things happen to us, impact us in November. We had a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market. We had the fear around the interest rate reduction or not from the Federal Reserve dropped all the way down to like a 20 plus to 30% chance. Now it's back up to 86% chance. We had JP Morgan causing a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market, going after MicroStrategy and doing a lot of other things, which was, again, not great. We had the continued fallout from the October 10th, what I think was one of the biggest massive manipulation events ever in the history of crypto. We had the continued fallout from that in November, which I think we're basically done with that. A lot of things, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, played out in November. So it begs the question, what will XRP and what will crypto do? What's your portfolio going to look like and act like in December? And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Okay. So if you haven't already done so, please hit that like, hit that subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Let's get the word out to the XRP army and get more people in. Okay. So XRP right now at $2.21. In the last month, you can see pretty much, again, down 10%. Okay. So that's really what happened to XRP. Overall, weathered the storm pretty well. It went down and hit about $1 per right here, about $1.80-ish, $1.85. I still remember it drawing down to about $1.83. I think it may have wicked down to that. But overall, 10% move down in the month of November. It weathered the storm. Let's call it like that. Remember everything I just said that played out and happened in November? Okay, so now looking towards December. What is December going to look like for XRP? What are we thinking it's going to do? Okay, well, number one, I don't think that things are magically gonna just change on December 1. Okay, I don't think that that's how it's going to play out. December 1, I don't think that things are just going to magically go, oh my God, it's going to be amazing and great on Monday, which is December 1. Okay. What I think is going to play out is we're going to kind of continue to see things kind of move in a quiet bullish move up. Okay, we're going to see XRP kind of inch up. We're going to see Bitcoin kind of inch up because there are a couple of key things you need to know that are lined up for us in November. I'm sorry, in December. Apologize. Get November off your brain, Austin. That are lined up for us in December. It is number one on December 1. QT, quantitative tightening, officially ends. Okay. And to put that in perspective, if you don't know what quantitative tightening is a policy that the Federal Reserve started back in 2022 to help draw down their balance sheet. Basically, they were not reinvesting the proceeds from their investments back into the market. It also really means is that they were pulling liquidity or not re-injecting liquidity back into the market. Okay. And what is liquidity? It's cash. Okay. So they did this again in mid 2022 to combat high inflation that followed pandemic era stimulus programs. We all know that was we were shooting ourselves in the head with those stimulus programs. Okay, so and QT ending here in the red means that the Fed will stop the balance sheet drawdown and begin reinvesting the proceeds from maturing assets back into the system. Okay, like I just said, it means that they're gonna reinvest and put that liquidity, that cash back into the system. So what's going to be the impact? The impact is going to be improved liquidity. Okay, so that means it stops the drainage of cash from the financial system, which improves the overall liquidity backdrop and helps stabilize bank reserves and helps to stabilize the financial markets, stock market, bond market, crypto market. Okay. So this is seen as a bullish move for your crypto, for your XRP. And I think it's going to help bring investors back. But again, that happens on Monday. Does that mean that magically Monday things are going to change? No, that's not what I'm saying. But it goes back to answer the question, will XRP pump in December? I'm giving you kind of walking you around the park, right? So showing a few key points of interest in that proverbial financial park, in your XRP park ecosystem, if you will. Okay. Now, also on December 10th, we have the Federal Reserve meeting where we're going to get most likely a interest rate reduction. Okay. We're now sitting at an 86%. And you can see that we have 11 days, 2 hours before we get this decision. It happens on December 10th. We're going to get about an 86% chance that we're going to get that Federal Reserve interest rate cut. We need this, right? This just continues to add fuel to that financial good fire, if you will. Okay. The momentum that we want to build for December. Okay. Again, good news. All right. So here's how I think December is going to play out. If you look at kind of all the factors, I think that the Bears will start to slowly lose control. I think that the Bulls will start to gradually take control in December. And I think we could see again XRP, your XRP, my XRP, because I own it as well, standing beside you, start to move up in December. I think, yes, it will pump. Is it going to be a massive pump where we go up 20, 30, 40, 50%? Honestly, cards on the table. I don't have a clue. Nobody does. And you can slam me in the comments if you want to for that, but I'm shooting straight with you and I'm telling you the deal as a fellow XRP holder standing beside you. Can't guarantee you that. Okay, I can't, right? Because there still is too much uncertainty in the market. And there's too many moving parts right now. And even the best very, very smart financial minds, they're not putting their reputations on the line and saying that the crypto market's going to go up 20, 30, 40%. Historically, December for Bitcoin, I think on average, it's about 4.5% up if you look at aggregate across the last 10 plus years. Not a hugely great month. Yes, it's in the green. Ironically, November historically was an amazing month for Bitcoin and for crypto. That did not happen because of everything that played out, like we talked about earlier at the top of the video. Okay. Bottom line, yes, I think your XRP will pump a little in December, and I think it's setting us up for really a Q1 2026 massive bull run move. Once we get the interest rate reduction behind us for the Federal Reserve, quantitative tightening starts that starts to ease its way. We get liquidity injected back into the financial cash systems, and we start to see interest rate drawdowns for people looking to buy houses, to buy mortgages. And ultimately, this comes back to market sentiment. Okay. So market sentiment for your XRP. Let me share this with you. I want to show this to you. Look, this is interesting. So if you look at market sentiment really does drive markets. Okay. Because market sentiment, I firmly believe, drives both institutional investing as well as retail investing. Retail, you and I are retail. If you look at this, I want to share this with you. I'm going to change this to, this is showing all right now, but I'm going to change this to 30 days. So this shows market sentiment. The red orange line shows that in November, we were sitting at 18 plus days in extreme fear. Okay. And the gray line is the price of Bitcoin. Notice a corollary. As market sentiment draws down, as it goes down, the price of Bitcoin, the price of XRP rolls down along with it. You see how that this gray line follows the sentiment. So said a different way, when people have very low sentiment, how they feel about crypto, about Bitcoin, about XRP, what happens? The price moves down. Okay. And as we see market sentiment go back up, the price goes up. I realize that this is kindergarten, but look, bottom line, the chart right there shows you how this is going to play out. Okay. So again, if we continue to have improved financial impact at a larger scale, the quantitative tightening in, Federal Reserve reducing interest rates, people interest rates for when to buy cars, buy houses, whatever it may be, as that starts to improve, what happens? People's sentiment, how they feel about their crypto and about investing goes up. People start to invest more. Okay. So yes, I think December we'll start to see some positive impact here. Okay. So before I let you go, I've got a Black Friday sale for you. If you're interested for my inner circle, check that out below. This is the first time I've ever offered a crypto bootcamp course. This is literally a course that I've created, put together all things like how to invest in crypto, the best way to take profits, all that. This is the first time I've ever done it. The only way you get access to this is this Black Friday sale right here. Okay, so it ends in 1 day, 14 hours. You can get it right there for that. Okay, also, if you're interested, I have a Black Friday sale for my trading indicator. There's a link down below, X1 Algo. I'm giving you lifetime access if you're interested in that. And we're giving you some new technology. It's called the X1 DCA accumulator right there. It tells you the best time to buy any crypto. Yes, to buy any crypto, and the worst time. There's a tremendous amount of mathematical computation analysis that goes into creating this very simple little chart here for you. And this is sitting on top of X1, which is giving you all these buy and sell alerts you can see right here. Okay. So it tells you when to buy. You can see that at the DCA accumulator, dollar cost average accumulator, tells you when to buy, when to sell. You can see even more so, right? So it's like it used to be right here, this little circle, this little triangle started to move. As Bitcoin starts to move up along the trajectory, it tells you when is a good time to maybe be buying and or selling your Bitcoin if you're interested. You can see this is Solana right there. It's working for there. This is XRP. You can see right there as the XRP's price moved up just a little bit, you can see that little he's right there. Let me show him to you. There he is right there. See, he was right here and now he's moved over. Okay. So again, telling you and giving you insight when to buy. There's live training in this. There's a lot of cool stuff we have in the members area. And again, you can get it all for lifetime access by clicking the link below. All right. I'll see you. Have a good one. Take care.